it's going to be all about locks today. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Just so peaceful, just so quiet.
We're Linda and Scotty, we're Kiwis Fly the Coop. We've been nomadic since 2017. We're leaving our caravan and our life behind in New Zealand to travel the world again. Follow us and see where we end up.
Good morning everybody. We survived our first night in the canal boat, good old Bryn. All was so quiet, it was so quiet last night. We are quite close to a train line here, but they just stopped during the day, during the night, so it was pretty quiet. Bed was okay, probably could do with a little bit more room, but it is a narrow boat, and it's called a narrow boat for a reason. So we're off today. We've got more locks to do today, so hopefully practice makes perfect, and we're going to be heading to the historic town of Braunston, and so it's all about locks today. We've got a couple of staircases coming up. What could possibly go wrong? So nobody was killed in the process yesterday, so I think that's a bonus. So let's go and check out some more of these locks.
Linda's at the front of our narrow boat. The locks we're coming up to, there's two locks here, so hopefully one of them's full, so she'll just need to open the gate and we can go straight into it. But we won't know until we get up there. One thing we've been told about the locks, just to open it up slowly, let it in, and once it's full she'll open the gate and let me in. There's always good communication between the two. Just explain to Linda, it will save her, if she drops that one now, she doesn't have to worry about it because the lock's almost full. She's doing quite well for someone who's never done this before. Got the thumbs up, confirm I can keep going in, so I'll just go in nice and slowly. Definitely need to practice on my steering a wee bit. Now, of course, we need to let all the water out. Gradually we're going down. Also in the locks you can't really see, they have white markers. Because there is like a sill plate by the lock doors. And she gingerly goes across. She does so well, my wife, especially because she doesn't like heights. A wee bit of reverse power just to hold it in position. So she's opened up both paddles there. Also the rule on the locks is to make sure you close the paddles as well, I've been told. Lindy's going to leave the paddle open. Just makes it easier for her to move the doors, and she'll close again when she leaves. Easy through, take your time.
So those lovely people in that boat left the gate open for us at the next lock, so that saves me at least one gate opening today. Straight in, that's what I like to see. Oh my gosh, I wish these volunteers could follow me all the way to Braunston. I love these guys. Taken a bit of getting used to for us on this narrowboat and canal life in general. I mean, it's just so peaceful, just so quiet, and everything just moves so slowly. Now, if anybody knows us from a previous life will know that we're boaties. We have had a boat and are passionate about fishing, but we're in a 7-metre runabout with a 250 horsepower outboard motor to this. And you just can't be in a hurry, and you just take your time. We've been cruising through farmland and under historic bridges, going past other canal boats, and apart from the chug 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 of the motor, which is quite therapeutic really, there isn't a sound to be heard. And it's quite a fraternity actually, a little bit like life on the road in our caravan or camper van. Everybody helps each other out, everybody gives you a friendly wave, and there's just no stress. I just don't know how far we're going to go on this week-long hire. It'll just be until we feel like turning around and coming back, but we are heading to a certain destination. We just got to have a committee meeting just to firm up exactly whereabouts we'll be going, but jeepers. And the other thing is too, is that you don't have to secure anything inside. You just get up in the morning and go. Like, all the wine glasses are still just standing there, so there's nothing about having to lock anything down or secure anything, because everything just sits there. Because what could go wrong unless Scotty hits a bank or something, but I don't think that's on the cards. Planning a food menu for a week, whether you're on a narrowboat, a camper van, a caravan, on the road in general. It is always difficult when you don't know where your supplies are going to be coming from. We knew that there was going to be pubs nearby, but she suggested that we do a food order from a delivery service from Tesco before picking up the boat, and it could be already here for us when we arrived to pick Bryn up from Willow Wren. So got online, thought about what we were going to eat and how we could best spread that food out over the 7 days. We will probably go to a pub or go and buy some food en route, but we wanted as much on board as we can because it is always way cheaper. So you can never go wrong with wraps. So wraps are going to do us at least 2 or 3 meals. For lunch today I've just boiled some eggs, we've got some salami, some cucumber, tomato and mayonnaise. So that's our lunch today. Last night you saw us we had the pizza bases. Well, that was just pizza bread with cheese on it, and I just added our own toppings. So once again we have some bacon, some salami, tomatoes, baby spinach, and we've also got another one for later on in the week. So it's just trying to be smart where you can buy things that can last you more than one meal. 3.5 hours after setting off this morning, we have reached the tiny town of Braunston. And is it a popular stop? It would be like something like when you are on the road with your motorhome or caravan, you've got to get to the place, what we call the sweet spot, not too early, not too late. And since we've pulled in, there's just a row of narrowboat boats parked up now in front of us, so you've got to get here at the right time. So we're just going to take a walk into town and have a look at what's around. Now behind me you can see the old historic boathouse, and one of Linda's fascinating facts is that Braunston was established around in the 17th and 18th century, but there is indications that it has been here since about the 13th century. So that is Linda's fascinating facts number 1. More to come. Now when we were at the previous locks, the Hill Morton locks earlier today, I mentioned about how when the locks were first put in, they were actually charged tolls, and it was probably the very start of our early toll roads. Well, here at Braunston they did the same. And so here they called them the Stophouses, so that you'd have to stop and pay your tolls to be able to use the locks. We could call that Linda's fascinating fact number 2. 1796. There you go. Thanks, Scotty. 1796. In the background here you can see the Braunston Marina. Very much like the marinas we have back home, except they're all narrowboats. Quite different to New Zealand. So these locks here at Braunston, there's a series of 6 locks, like in a staircase, which is what we're going to be doing probably tomorrow. Now they were put in to cart the bricks further on up the canal to make a tunnel, and I think we're going to be going through the tunnel tomorrow as well. So big and challenging day tomorrow, so consider that as Linda's fascinating fact number 3. The Cathedral at Braunston, Linda's fascinating fact number 4. This was only rebuilt back in the late 1800s, and the spire, if you go look all the way to the top, stretches 150 feet or meters, 150 feet above the canals, and that is why it is probably called the Cathedral of the Canals. Had to be quick before that car came.
Well, I've finished it with popcorn, you can start now.
We're going to leave you here. We're going to end this vlog with beer, wine and popcorn. So it's happy hour on Kiwis Fly the Coop, narrowboat on Bryn.
You
So
can say, we're going to say we're at a pub because it is across the other side.
there is a pub behind us. I know, you're all surprised that we're not actually in it. But no, we've
Been to a pub today.
already been to a pub today. So going to end this vlog here. It's been a busy couple of days, and pick you up again in the next vlog, which will probably be out next week. All right, thanks for watching.